sorry.
Hi, I hope you had a great day today. I am going to speak to you about sex education being taught in schools. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding this very subject on whether it should or should not be taught to our school children. Many people that oppose the issue say that by having sex education in schools, it will give the students more thoughts on the subject in a negative way. These people believe that the education on the subject of sex to school children and teens is unnecessary and that it would most likely lead to a greater number of kids to engage in such activities. Some individuals that go to the schools to teach sex education will, for high school teens, sometimes include free handout of condoms and other forms of birth control. The individuals that oppose to this type of education feel that it in many ways advocates children and teens to go out and have sex, and that it is okay. These people believe that only abstinence being taught is key, but that is not realistic. It is unrealistic to believe that telling teens to take the route of abstinence only would actually work. That's what my graph shows here. This very graph indicates that there are high percentages of teens that are indeed sexually active. I strongly believe, and I am sure you all will agree, that having sex education being taught in schools is a very beneficial thing. Having this education in schools allows children and teens to gain better knowledge on the touchy subject. Sex education and the safe ways shown to go about it will only help the students a great deal in their lives. Many times parents feel awkward or may feel a bit afraid to talk to their kids about safe sex and about sex in general. So why not the subject be taught in schools? Knowing more about a topic than less about it is crucial. Oftentimes, many people in the United States feel the topic of sex is a bit taboo, whereas many places such as Europe have views on the nature of sex and sex education as a natural and necessary topic to inform and educate on. Although there is much controversy on the subject of sex education in schools, the percentages of people that are for it versus individuals whom oppose the subject outweigh. To give knowledge on sex education to school kids and teens only helps in opening the doorway to show that it is something that they can gain knowledge in and be more open with. Sex education in schools have shown to open the eyes of many children and teens to wait for the right time and, if engaged in such activity, to be safe about it. As the times have changed, so has society, and kids have grown up a lot faster these days than in the past. For the teaching of sex education in schools, I feel that it is a must and will benefit our children and teens in helping them to make the right decisions when faced with the topic. Of course, it is good to teach them to wait, but in reality, not all teens will, and in that case, at least they can have a great bit of knowledge on how to be safe and how to handle such situations. So in the case of sex education being allowed in schools, I will tell you all that it is important in taking action in school committees and meetings to advocate it and voice your opinions. Let it be known that this type of education to students is important for them and will be something instilled throughout their lives. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Let's stop there.